Well, winter hit last night. We had about 8 inches of snow arrived at the sanctuary. Up until yesterday, we had about 55-degree temperatures. It was a whole blanket of snow here at the sanctuary. Happy day before they're getting ready, preparing for a holiday. Our amazing caretaking staff and interns all gave up their holiday to come stay on site at the sanctuary. Many slept on blow-up mattresses and are here today digging ourselves out of snow. So as you guys know, much of our safety protocol goes into prepping the day before, but you can see there is a lot of ice, and it's the ice that can cause the damage to the habitats and the roofs and how they collect on the weight. If you guys remember, 3 years ago, we had one of the worst January ice storms, and it took down a lot of our enclosures, but the cats are all safe. Part of our protocol is they lock in cats before the storm hits. Many of them receive enrichment indoors because we have some cats that don't like to be locked in. And so they're completely tucked in to their temperature-controlled bedrooms right now, while the staff and interns were up at the first crack of the morning. So the cats, I don't even know if we can see anybody. I think Ari is there. I'm not going to go in per our winter weather protocol right now. We want to clear the areas. But we got hit. We got about 8 inches of snow, and it is heavy snow that's holding on to the enclosures, but nothing like what happened before. And so our staff has been here since yesterday, staying overnight. The interns stayed overnight. They're in every enclosure right now. The first protocol is to get the lockouts open. Well, they first check the cats, feed the cats inside. They get more enrichment today. Some cats are even on behavioral meds based on their stress of being locked in. Sorry, our internet keep a bit. Not surprised our Wi-Fi isn't working great. And the caretakers are all in red zone because that's where we start. We start clearing and everything. You can see we have tons of rakes and things, even pliers, because all the locks are frozen, if you can see on the doors, and we have double doors. And then the gates freeze. Good morning, how's it going? Lovely. Your beard looks great, Eric. As I'm here doing a live post, everybody else is doing the harder work. I mean, look at how much snow we got. And again, if this was fluffy snow, that'd be great, but it is covered 2 inches of ice underneath there. And so a lot of the staff is not taking their PTO for Thanksgiving. Katie and I picked up Thanksgiving lunch for everybody and are getting that heated so that they can take a turkey break. It is beautiful. It is beautiful, but it is heavy snow and it's back-breaking work. So I wanted to kind of take you guys through that. Let's see if the Wi-Fi sticks. And I also wanted to do a live post just sending my thank you to all of you. Give to the Max Day was a whirlwind this year, a beautiful whirlwind. You guys pulled through. You beat our goal of last year. That's $500,000 for the cats that'll get us through this winter. And so we're so grateful. It is always hard to raise money for general operating. When we have a rescue or a habitat, people always step up, but you guys step up even when it's just covering the costs like this. It's covering the labor of the interns and the animal care staff and facilities to make sure that this sanctuary operates even in the coldest of temps, the deepest of snow, the hottest of summers. I'm just eternally grateful. I think of 25 years ago starting this, and I remember thinking one day when we had the snow and the ice and just crying, going, when we finally have a team of people that we have enough staff on site to take care of things like this, I know that we are successful in a sustainable organization, and your guys' donations make us that. We have enough staff overnight, Elise said. They were doing checks every 4 hours to see what the totals were on the enclosures, to try and save enclosures if the ice got too deep, to check on cats, to make sure they were all settled and comfy. A lot of the cats received turkeys so that they had their tryptophan on board and would sleep through the night. And you can imagine tigers like Dash just want to get out today into this big snow area and just play, but really checking the safety of the enclosures, but also the safety of the access, that all the locks are open and not frozen, that the doors open and aren't frozen, that the feeding lockouts are open and not frozen, so that if we did have an animal emergency, we can still get to them. So it is a big endeavor, and a huge shout out and thank you to all of you, but also a huge shout out and thank you to the amazing staff here at the sanctuary. It is hard work. I did this backbreaking work for 25 years. I do not underestimate or under amount of work and dedication it takes for the team. That I drove about an hour and 10 to work, and it took me about 2 hours today. And so a lot of our staff live nearby, others live far away. And so that's why staying overnight here when we have weather like this is so important, because we need to make sure not only are people safe getting to work, but they're here because the animals don't take a day off. And your support allows us not to take a day off for them. They're going to be here on Thanksgiving, they're going to be here on Christmas and New Year's. And so those team members that are in here supporting each other, I thank them, because there's a lot of teams that don't have the support we have, and a lot of team members and other organizations that would call in sick or something. And this is a day you can't. This is a day it really is about stepping up for the animals. And so thank you. Your donations also allowed us to do Thanksgiving dinner for the staff here. And that might seem small, but the interns and staff are away from their families, some even out of state, and won't even get to see their families this holiday because they're here dedicated to the animals. So I thank you guys so much. And I can't imagine 25 years ago with storms like this, how we would get through them. I do remember crawling out in the middle of the night by myself, making sure heat lamps were on because we didn't have temperature controlled buildings. I remember creating a bunch of African servals and putting them in my living room next to the fireplace because the electric went out. Those were the days we never want to go back to. We are definitely took a leap of faith to become the organization we are today, and that is because of all of you. I am so thankful for so many things this season, but you guys are definitely top of the list. I could not have done this without you. I could not have done the sanctuary without my family, friends, and without the amazing staff, interns, and supporters we have. So I hope you guys hold things near and dear to your heart tonight. We'll go see if Tyler, who was cutting up turkey for the staff for me, is trying to get a snowblower working, but we'll see what he might have to say today. And we'll turn this around, see some of the snow. And we do have a plow truck. We do have the skid steer. But again, the day before the holiday, you have so many people up their PTO and the short notice to come here. So we'll check in with, they're getting some. Eric, a machine is only as good as it lasts, right?
It worked pretty good for me today.
Did good, good. And so we can use the snow blowers around to do the path. Let's see, Jill, you were the one that was texting and emailing at 4 a.m. You were up doing all the checks last night. What time did you guys get? See Kelly there, covered in snow. So you said 8 p.m., 1 and 4 were the checks you did?
Yeah, 8 p.m., 10 p.m., 1 a.m., and 4 a.m.
And what were you looking for on those checks?
Usually making sure that the gates haven't collapsed. That's something that we need to keep an eye on for safety.
And how were the cats doing locked in at night?
They were pretty chill.
They were pretty chill. A lot of them were sleeping, so that's good. They had no idea the storm was going on outside.
Oh yeah, they were pretty calm. I don't think they had any idea.
So awesome. Well, Jill, thank you. Deep appreciation for you not sleeping at all and then working all day today. We appreciate it very much. Well, we're going to sign off, everyone. We're going to let everybody get back to clean. We're going to have lunch for them at about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then back to more shoveling. So we hope everyone has a beautiful holiday. We know snow is expected on Saturday as well. But thank you all, and thank you for making Give to the Max Day so spectacular. And thank you for making every day, even our hard days like today. We're just so grateful to have you part of the Wildcat Saint. And you know what? Stay tuned. I'm sure there'll be some really lovely snow tiger photos and cats really enjoying the snow once they're all let out of their warm and cozy buildings.